The Indiana Stone Belt is a fairly small geographic region where all of what we call Indiana limestone is quarried from. It stretches from just the toe of Owen County down through Monroe, Lawrence, and into Washington County. And from this roughly 30 by 10 mile wide region, we have supplied up to 75% of all limestone buildings in North America. Most of downtown Bloomington and Bedford are made up of Salem or Indiana limestone, but some of the largest, most impressive pieces of our American architecture are also made of Salem limestone. Large portions of downtown Chicago, New York, and Washington, D.C., the National Cathedral, the Pentagon, 35 of our 50 state capitals. All of these things are made out of Indiana limestone. The availability of its width, the even size and texture, and its softness make it the best building stone in the world. It's actually trademarked the nation's building stone. The Indiana Limestone photograph collection is roughly 26,000 high-quality architectural black and white photographs that were on the property of the Indiana Limestone Company. The collection spans almost every state. Also has some photos from Canada, and it shows the entire process of the limestone industry. They used it as a marketing tool to show how much their stone could be used and the different applications it was used for. It's a pretty tremendous collection, and we're working our way through it, putting it online for the public to see.
The first part of the process is to go through each of the boxes of photographs physically and put them into a sensible order. They are cataloged by state, and then eventually we will be cataloging them by city as well. And from there, we select whichever image is the best of the duplicates that we have, because that is something that we run into, especially in the larger cities, is that there are multiple copies of each photo. They were being utilized as an advertisement material. So the salesman would have a booklet of photos and go out into the field and say, we can do this kind of thing for you for your building. But for our side of things, that results in a lot of duplication of photos, so we go through and we make sure whichever photo we choose is the cleanest it can be before we do a cleaning process on it. Then we scan it into what can be found online.
My favorite image is from the Dark Hollow Quarry, which is in Bedford. It is around the 1870s, and that's when steam-powered technology came to the Indiana Stone Belt. Before, you had to use a star drill and a hammer to hit the stone over and over to break out small pieces of stone. When we got steam-powered technology, suddenly you could have a machine chisel out those large blocks of stone at a much faster rate than any human could. And so in this picture, you see steam engine tracks on the bottom of this quarry. It's black, it's sooty, it's dusty because the steam engines are powered by coal. And you have these rugged characters who are there in the front showing off the work that they do. And you can zoom in. The pictures are really high quality, so you can zoom in and see the background, all of the ledges that they've quarried as they've worked their way down further and further into the limestone. And you can see train cars in the distance, and it just looks like another world. You wouldn't imagine that being here in the hills of southern Indiana. I think it's a really neat image, both showing the cultural impact of these workers, but then the technology that brought about change in the industry.
In 1926, the Indiana Limestone Company was formed from an amalgamation of 26 different companies, and these photos that we have are records from all 26 of those companies that were brought together. The information that's found on the back of the photos are layered, so as the companies joined together, they would stick a different label on the back of it, so we have layers of information. But to have information from such an early time period when they were quarrying is a great resource.
We have one tremendous photo of workers who are lined up on a column that was quarried in Bedford, and we didn't know who all of them were. A large part of these photographs, maybe the architect is named and the photographer, but the workers themselves are usually not listed on the metadata.
We were able to source that information through different historic records, through historical societies, through folks who have a family legacy. So it's not impossible to find that information. It's more challenging, but that's kind of a fun part of the puzzle. It's just an amazing suite of materials. It makes the history of the geology of an area much more accessible. Explore it for yourself, see what resonates with you. I think anybody could approach this collection and find something that would interest them.
If you're interested in architecture, there's something there for you. If you're interested in genealogy and family history, there's connections to that. And then, of course, Indiana's impact on the nation. It ties us to so many different stories, and there's something for everyone.